Can I help you?
Yes.
Are you okay?
Nope. You a doctor?
I'm a huntsman.
Where's your MD?
My dick.
Your DM.
You trying to slide into DMs?
Pardon?
You know Twitter?
Yup.
Alright, welcome back.
I'm crying. Welcome to the Two Fine Looking Brothers articulate about, talk about, speak about, discuss, analyze, rant about, rave about, go crazy about, off ourselves about, RWBY.
Wow, I actually almost forgot the title of this podcast, but thank you for reminding me.
No
I hadn't
problem.
heard it in a while.
Yeah. Also, little known fact: there's another the true Fine Lincoln Brothers purists will know this as the RWBY cast. I'm your host. Josh.
Well,
here with Zach.
Has that ever come up on the actual podcast? That's like the code name.
I don't know.
That's what I save the files as, but I don't know if that's ever even come up on the actual episode.
I'm your host, Josh, founder of a new movement. Today, I'm launching my new political campaign, my new political movement, the hashtag Ozpin's Army movement. This is a movement that is a pure Ozpin loyalist, completely pro Ozpin, and will follow him to the death. That is what I've decided. That is my political party. That is what I believe. I'll run for sheriff of Aspen, Colorado, on my pro Ozpin platform, and I hope you all join me in my campaign.
I think I agree. I do not understand why everyone is so against this poor man who they have been shown in no uncertain facts that he is a bringer of that he stands for nothing but good, and
he's trying to save them all. Anyway,
and it's not ambiguous. They were shown by something that is not that is
a neutral party, that can't have a leaning one way or the other. Showed them that this man has spent thousands of years sacrificing his own happiness to the potential of saving the world. And the thing is, despite the fact that he knows he was told on no certain terms he will be able to do so, he didn't give up. He's still trying.
And the fact that he is one of the two, and he's the only person who has been alive as long as Salem, yet everyone is convinced that they are just as smart. They know that they need to know just as much as him, and him omitting information is somehow a terrible, awful sin.
Here's the thing. That this episode made me realize they're all fucking throwing a fit. They're all getting pissed off. But what are they doing right now? What happened in this episode? They're trying to go to Atlas. Why? Because Ozpin told them to.
I think they even brought that up. They brought that up in this episode. They're like, "Why are we even doing this?"
What am I? Okay.
What am I fighting for?
So here's the thing. They're not mad at him for what he's doing. They're mad at him that they roped them into it without telling them that it's impossible. Okay, I'm just a guy sitting on my fucking computer. I've never done a thing with my life in my entire life. Yet, I'm remotely intelligent enough to see that clearly when Jin said you can't, he clearly means that Ozpin himself can't and that someone else can. Like, they would have said it's impossible, like, like they would have said something along the lines of she's impossible to defeat. If it was no one can defeat her.
Yeah, listen,
there's not one of them. How does Crow? How does Maria not even? They're seeing this. They're sitting there. How do they not even think 1 second? Hey, maybe she was pulling a little wordplay here. Maybe she's doing a little word games here.
It's like
Worst kept secret in RWBY. It's another worst. It's the worst kept secret.
Yeah, it's
RWBY
like
is back, baby.
Yeah, it's like when Blake puts on the bow and they're like, I wonder if that's covering up anything. Nope, couldn't be.
Yeah,
or like when someone puts on a mask in a cartoon and you're like, I've never seen this person before in my life.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like eventually they're gonna be like, oh, but none of this excuses their behavior. None of it. They're being idiots. Like,
although to be fair, our chat was just filled with excuses for their behavior immediately after this episode. It's like, they're kids, they're stressed.
No, okay.
What?
They're okay. I say the thing is like, they have been through so much for their age. Like, think about all they've been through. Like, they've been through more than most people go through in their entire lives, and they're like 18 years old. So, okay, they have like they must have really bad PTSD. A lot of them do. They're all fucked up in the head. They've been through crazy shit. But it doesn't excuse why you would get mad at Ozpin and not Salem, the one who was shown to be doing everything that caused all the harm for you. Like, am I missing something here?
I feel like we have to
be. Why would you not be mad?
We have to be the ones missing something, right? I don't think anyone else is having this issue. Maybe we're the dumb ones.
Yeah, I'm convinced I'm clearly missing something because there is a clear target in this narrative, someone that was shown to you as being the cause of all your problems, of everything that you've suffered through, everyone that's died, is all because of this one clear target, a clear single figure for you to get mad at. Yet they choose to get mad at the person that is trying to fight that figure.
Do you remember in the show when it was like a question of maybe we aren't the good guys, like maybe we're not as good as everyone says we are.
This would be a great moral dilemma to discover if they didn't show us that you are that he's literally the greatest person that ever lived.
That he was unilaterally good and had no influence on any bad parts of his personality, or not his personality, but on any bad parts of his character. He had no influence over it. It was kind of bestowed upon him.
Yes. Like,
there's nothing he could have done. He's doing
what the best thing he could do with the situation he's in. He chose not to be. He had an opportunity. He was in a position to be selfish and take advantage of the situation. Yet he realized what he did and gave up everything to be a good guy.
And the solution to this problem is to beat up a child.
Oh God!
And punch a wall.
I can't tell. Like, it's gotten to the point though where the rest, everything that's going on around this thing in these past couple episodes, everything that's going on around has been perfect. So it's like at the point where I'm like, am I mad at the writers or am I mad at the characters now? Like now I can't just say fuck the writers because I'm like, am I just mad at the people?
I feel like it's written well. The characters are just dumb. Right? Like, they're kids.
Like, why
they're
is
not
Crow
supposed
pissed?
to be.
Like, why the fuck? Like, okay, kids, okay, maybe, but why the fuck is Crow pissed?
Well, characters can't always make logical decisions, right? and they're usually
I
going
feel like Team RWBY, though, is coming around to it, because they were, like, all pissed off at the way Juniper was reacting. You know what I mean?
But at
so they
some
may
point,
be coming around. They're like, oh, stop, don't go hard on him.
Okay, so maybe they were upset at, someone beating up a kid. But anyway, but right, eventually, like, a group of people is going to come to a singular conclusion, and I'll, like, get behind like one opinion. I'm just curious when they're gonna be like, maybe we overlooked something. The part where it was like, where we just misinterpreted the situation entirely, and almost like instigated a fucking recess situation and to get the teacher involved.
Like, it was like, it's gonna be, like, given to them on a silver platter. There's no way where, like, they're just gonna be sitting there thinking and be like, wait a minute. Like, it's gonna have to be, like, served to them, like...
Is their final gen question gonna be, like, can anyone defeat Salem?
Something along those lines. I don't know if that's exactly what it's gonna be, but, like... There's going to be some situation in which they didn't have to do any thinking, and it's just told to them, yeah, he can't, but you can. It's like, I'm just a guy sitting on a fucking couch watching an episode of a show. How am I smarter than the people that are in the situation?
I mean... Probably because they are stressed and tired and irresponsible and children. And
yeah, I think for the most, I think what's going to happen is that they're going to go. Well, I don't want to jump ahead of myself, but I'm going to talk about what's going to happen in the future later. But long story short, once they're reunited with Oscar, I think they're gonna be like, okay, we were dumb. You know what I mean? Like, sorry. We'll still, you forgive us, we'll still keep going, right?
Do you think Osman's gonna be like, he's gonna come back, he's gonna be like, I'm sorry, but, maybe I won't be able to defeat her, but you may be able to. Or something.
I don't know.
And they're like, yeah,
he's gonna be like, if you would have listened, let me talk. If you let me fucking finish. He's like, gonna be like, if you would have let me fucking finish.
I feel like they respected him a lot more when he was an old man, and now that he just looks different.
I think there was no way whatsoever that fucking John would have smashed Volume 1 Ozpin into the wall.
It's only because
he's in the body of a little kid that they're like, yeah, we'll shove her on the little kid.
Yeah. Oh my god. What a man. Whose man is this? Just beating up children left and right. Like, that's what happened before they got there. Just going on a rampage.
So is Oscar the Spike of this show?
Oh my god. Why would you say something so awful and at the same time so correct?
You triggered Oscar's Tourette syndrome.
What a nerd. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. Why would you say that?
I'm 100% right.
You're so right. You're so right.
Okay. That was my opening point. I'm part of hashtag Ozpin Army. Go on Twitter, get your legions ready. We're gonna rise up. Pro Ozpin. Let's do this. Yeah. Rest of the episode was great. Had no problems with it.
Oh yeah.
It was great.
It was really good.
Yeah, the whole encounter in the beginning felt like an encounter that would happen in Volume 1 or 2.
Which is the highest praise. Or 3. Highest praise I can give.
Yeah, the whole encounter, I'm like, they could have just made this we're not supposed to let you in. I'm an Atlas guy. Oh, old woman that looks like every other throwaway character. We're not supposed to do this. Oh well. They could have so easily made that the situation here.
I feel like they are getting their bearings back. They're like,
yeah, like
they're remembering, like, we shouldn't just write things to have the story progress. We should write things to be interesting.
Exactly. Like they're like, we have to do this, so why not make it fun and not a chore?
Mm-hmm. and now you have like three characters that you're never gonna see them again, maybe. Or, like, it's totally possible you're never gonna see them again, but they're memorable, and if you ever do see them again, you're like, hey, it's that character.
Yeah. It's gonna be someone you remember.
I wonder what they've been up to, and then, but if you see like the spider gang boss or whatever,
yeah,
like you're like, what?
Here's what I was trying to articulate in that last podcast, and what I was trying to explain to that commenter. If you're listening to this,
what's up?
Yeah, here's what I was trying to explain: is that Junior and that spider character both serve the same purpose in the plot. A primary character needed information about something, so they went to a figure from a seedy underbelly of like society to try to get this information through like sketch means, and they eventually got it. Same core situation.
They have about the same amount of screen time.
Who do you remember? Junior or the Spider Woman?
In their initial encounters, they had about the same amount of screen time, right? Like a minute or two.
Yeah.
And so, probably about the same. I think Junior had a few more lines, but like they both had a few lines each. And Junior is infinitely more memorable.
That whole sequence is infinitely more memorable.
Right? What did Spider-Woman say?
I make the spiders work for me.
But Junior was like, oh my god, I fucking, and then Yang fucking grabbed him by the balls. And he's like, hey, let's kiss and make up. And then he even had a weapon and he fought. And he's like, I'm ready to defend my people. And
you know what? We're shitting on it now, but they're actually getting their bearings again and doing fun stuff with throw off characters. So
this is the difference that having a tiny bit of fun can have. These are like 5 episodes apart. This is not like a huge radical change.
Yeah.
I don't think this is not like an integral part of RWBY is just to have terrible, unmemorable characters, but like this is easily amendable because they just did it.
Yeah. I think I have a suspicion that they did not finish writing this volume before they started.
I don't think they did ever.
I have a feeling they released the first couple episodes, got feedback, and finished. Then they continued writing. It feels like that. Mm. It feels like they got it's like a let's play where the person's like, okay, this is the start of the next recording session, and I read all the comments, and now I'm gonna do things right. You know what I mean? It's like that's what it felt like.
In general, I don't think that's a good idea, but if that helps, sure.
Yeah. Okay. You have anything to say about the soldier? How do you think they're gonna get to Atlas?
I think because
they actually care again.
I mean, I think they should get on the phone. They should have insisted that they get on the phone with Ironwood, which I don't know how this particular situation is gonna work out. But that's what the obvious situation, because he would have been like what would he have said? Immediately send them over on a ship right now.
Yeah. Crow could just be like, well, I happen to have my good buddy Ironwood on the phone right now. Hey, Ironwood, can we go to the country? Yeah, sure, get in there.
Yeah.
No, but in all seriousness, I completely get the Alice people didn't let them in. Like, it's like, yeah, they're just some random chumps that show up and they're like, we're special, so we want to get past your worldwide border restriction.
Yeah, it seemed like
it's like I completely, like, they're so upset, but I'm like, I completely understand. Like, no, of course that wasn't gonna work.
Yeah, the solution to it seemed obvious, but they didn't do it. So maybe they will eventually do that after they like find.
I think either that or Winter's gonna come. But
yeah, we haven't seen her in a while.
I don't think we seen her since Volume 3?
No, we have not.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah. So yeah, she could come. I could feel like that's a thing that could happen.
That would be cool. I'm down.
Yeah, and then Crow would be like, and she'd be like, because we used to fuck.
And he'd be like, you want some cocaine? When
are they gonna confront Crow about his cocaine problem?
I don't know.
Because they're clearly building, though, and I'll realize you're clearly building to like a huge like dipping point with like Crow's alcoholism, and then it's gonna be like you can get the next season where it's like Crow struggling through the throes of AA, trying to find a sponsor. Gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like he just fucking whips out his huge, massive, ginormous cock and just slaps it down on the table, and he's like, Winter, you want some of this? Yeah, he's like screw being an alcohol addict. I'm gonna become a sex addict. Yeah, and that's how the Dojin starts. Mm-hmm. Is that a thing yet? Has that one happened?
Of course, that's what happened. We watched the same episode, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he whipped out his massive, gargantuan. They call it the Grim Reaper. Anyway,
the Scarecrow.
Gargantuan cocks. Let's talk about Maria. It's been 2 years. Haven't talked to Zach since. I've not had access to information since. It has been a 2-year time skip. I've been stranded, training in the jungles. I'm ready. I've come back from the depths. No internet, no information. There's been 2 volumes of RWBY since the last half was recorded. The first half of this episode was recorded, but you know what? Haven't watched them. Don't plan on doing so. We're here to continue talking about Volume 6, Episode 8. If I remember back
that was so long ago. What even happened in that episode?
Oh, God. If I remember correctly... Oh, God. That was all the way back then when I started that political campaign, right? Oh, man. This was before my presidential campaign. Shit.
Wow.
Man.
Oh my God, that was a long time ago.
Who would have thought when God. Remember when oh man, that's crazy. Who would have thought that I would actually do it? Who would have thought that I would actually build the wall and keep all the Ozpin haters out for good?
Yeah. But like, didn't this episode, like, didn't this one just suck? More like the rest of them?
No, I think there was good stuff in it. Like, if I remember correctly, I
don't remember what happened in this one.
Yeah. Like, I think RWBY had a conversation with what was her name? The old bitch.
Did
Maria,
she have a
right?
name?
Yeah, Maria. Yeah. It was that old woman. Yeah, she had a conversation with her about the Silver Eyes. You know what? I'm digging through the cubbies. I'm digging through, and I think I found a little piece of paper here. It's crumpled up, but I think I have some.
The cubbies,
notes.
Are they in your wagon?
I'm in my wagon right now.
All right, cool.
I think I found some notes. Like, I think, was this episode? Yeah. It seems right.
Well,
You know,
all right. What happened in the episode before this one?
The episode before this one, that was it.
Was that the one where they got to the city? And then this one, they're in the city, and then the next one...
This was the start of the gay revolution.
Yeah.
Don't you remember? Now it's illegal to be straight.
Yeah. They're just sending them all to
Yeah.
And then, so we're like in between... We're like at the part where they are like in the city. The next episode, they find Oscar's body, and then they leave the city. So like this is like the calm before the storm of this volume.
Yeah. You're spoiling it for me because if you remember my explanation of my 2-year time skip, you remember that I said that I had not seen RWBY since this episode.
Wait, you haven't seen past this episode?
No, you don't remember? I had no connection to the outside world. I was training in a jungle.
Oh my god.
I was training my hockey.
Man, you are not gonna like volume 8.
Oh no. Don't tell me what happened. Give me a little hint. Give me a little tease.
Well, I mean, all right, when Jeff Williams passed away, the show kind of went to shit.
This happened. Oh no.
They just kind of stopped having music and also voice acting.
What was it replaced with?
Huh? They didn't replace him. They just used they went into the audio, like the YouTube audio share library, and they just selected songs from there.
I've been thinking about you every night and day.
Yeah.
Oh no!
But, all right,
good thing I have. I'm reading my notes, and good thing I remember the nice calm of this episode when RWBY was talking to Maria, and yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah, it was actually a cool part of the episode. So, Maria said her dad was a soldier, right?
Yeah, in some form of war, right?
Yes.
So we've confirmation that the Griffin War happened.
What'd you say?
We've confirmation that the Griffin War did indeed happen.
Yes. And I noticed, if you paid attention closely, when she was talking to her father, a subtle musical cue played. The soldier song. I don't know if
did it. I kind of forgot what music sounds like.
So I'm gonna call it right now. Don't tell me if I'm right or wrong, because I'm gonna call it right now. Maria, the person that made Maria pregnant was Juglet.
I mean, I don't want to confirm or deny anything, but I think they kind of just forgot about Maria as a person.
What do you mean? They wrote her off the show?
I don't think they necessarily wrote her off. I think they just, forgot that she really existed at some point. She went into another room and just never came back. It wasn't, an explicit write-off.
Hey,
Right, this is the one where she explained the silver eyes, right?
Yeah.
So they, after she did that, I think they just forgot about her, and she just is... she just hasn't showed up in...
Hey, have you seen Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald yet?
No. The movie is so old.
Yeah. I
didn't see it when it came out. I didn't see it now.
It sounds a little familiar though. Just not writing off characters, but forgetting that they were there in the first place.
Wow. The Crimes of J.K. Rowling.
in a real Hollywood movie. Written by J.K. Rowling. Anyway,
The Crimes of Miles and Carrie.
Yeah, so... Oh god. Anyway,
So yeah,
this
what
was
else
a good
happened?
episode. So did her dad? What would the time frame be? Because the Great War was very long time. Great War was like Jean's great great grandfather. I think I'm gonna say this was the Faunus War, probably. That Maria's dad fought in. I'm guessing.
So was
I'm
her
this
was
is
her
like
dad
like
just fighting
weird
against
speculation.
Faunus, just like slaying them down
Unless
left and
he
right?
could have been a Faunus.
Well, then wouldn't she be a Faunus? I guess her
Not
mom.
necessarily.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe she is, and we just don't know.
Yeah, like Tyrion. Tyrion Lannister. From
We
Game of
didn't.
Thrones.
We didn't know Tyrion wasn't was a Faunus.
Yeah, it was a surprise. It was a twist, right?
Was it? I don't
think
even.
so,
I
yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah, 'cause I think he was introduced and he was there for a while, and I don't think he brought out his tail until he was fighting Crow.
Man, it just feels like you see his tail so much nowadays.
Yeah.
Like it's like in your face.
Yeah.
Like,
literally,
now that-
when they made Ruby 5D, literally
Yeah.
in your face. You,
I mean,
literally, I had to go to. You had to go to the. I heard you had to go to the hospital because the 60
and like
effects,
he did like the
he literally
he
poisoned
did
you
like
with his
the
tail,
like
right?
tail poke attack, and it really doesn't help that now he's in every fight after he replaced Blake, and now he just like he does the tail poke attack, and while you're in the theater, since it's 5D, it just like squirts you with water. It's really gross, and I hate it.
Not as bad as when Hazel ripped a wet fart on the audience.
Oh god, he just like Heisman Trophy poses and just farts at you. Oh god, I hate him so much. At least they're not on the same side anymore.
Oh god. No. Speaking of musical cues, they actually did the cool musical cue with "Red Like Roses" while she was talking about the Silver Eyes, and that was pretty sick. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Got literal chills watching the episode for the first time 2.5 years ago. Oh, my favorite, another worst kept secret in RWBY. Wait, the Silver Eyes only work on Grimm? That can't be right. My Silver Eyes worked on Cinder.
but like everyone in the
Put a fucking puzzle together in your head. Finish a coherent thought. Jesus Christ.
you're so beautiful, but so dumb. Just the dumbest person I've ever met.
And then Maria's like, perhaps there's something you're not seeing. And I'm like, holy
But it's
shit.
not like it's not a hint to the audience. The audience already knows she's like part
Okay,
Grimm.
did they not see her Grim arm? Am I forgetting that?
They have to have, right?
Or I can't remember Volume 5 because I've blocked it out. But did she not reveal her Grim arm until she was underground? Or I feel like she used it in the battle.
Did she even fight in the battle? I don't think she did. I think she just stood there.
No. You remember she instead of shooting. Instead of shooting.
Oh yeah.
Instead of killing Jaune, who they know is important because Tyrion said, "You do interest me," so they know Jaune's important. Instead of killing RWBY, no, they shot White.
Well, she's not allowed to kill RWBY, right?
Oh yeah, we know that now. I forgot. They didn't say it when we needed to know it, but
Even though she disobeyed her commands later, which is fucking stupid. They just like forgot about that.
My favorite part was when Salem was training Cinder to kill RWBY in the Volume 4 finale.
Yeah, and then they went back on it twice. It's really great. Incredible retcons. Multiple retcons.
Yeah.
Hour-long retcons.
Okay. But so
The whole
I know
movie was about her quest to kill RWBY. It was really an hour-long retcon. It was so dumb. Anyway, whatever. That's not what this
I know
podcast
you know
is
what
about.
happens. I know you know what happens, but I'm gonna do my speculation because I still haven't gotten the chance to watch it
All
yet.
right.
I'm still on the boat back to, when you build a wall and you end up on the other side, they don't tell you how hard it is to get back in. So I'm still trying to get past my anti-Ozpin wall. I mean, anti-Ozpin wall. But I'm gonna do my speculation theory of what's gonna happen to little boy Oscar, Punching Bag, Spike the Dragon.
Okay.
So I can't see a route that the show will go except for him being captured by Cinder and Neo, right? He's gonna be wandering off an alley, and then Cinder's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm Cinder." And then Neo's gonna be like, "Hi, I'm Neo," and then they're gonna kidnap Oscar, and I think so, right? Like, I feel like, in all seriousness, I feel like that's right.
I'll let you see.
Okay,
the next
if
episode.
you had not watched the show for the past 2 years, if you had been training your observation hockey,
I would think that
in
that
a jungle
would be
for 2 years.
I would think.
What would you say?
I would think that that would be the logical conclusion, but also Cinder would be too far away to get there in like the day span that they have been there. Right? It took them a long time.
Well, I'm pretty sure what's going on with Cinder and Neo is happening 2 weeks before what's going on now, right?
Is it?
Because didn't they say like it's been a month since battle at the beginning of Volume? Crow was like, it's been a month since the Battle of Haven, and then when Cinder was watching the news broadcast, she was like, it's been 2 weeks since the battle.
Oh, good point. I never even noticed that.
So it's like they do this in Game of Thrones. Well, they didn't do it in the early seasons, but when they stopped actually using George R. R. Martin's writing, then they started doing this thing called distance jumping.
Man, did you hear what happened to George R. R. Martin? I'll take that as a no.
Some hush rumors.
Okay.
Some hush rumors managed to leak into the jungles. Some of the gorillas. I overheard some of the gorillas talking about it.
I'm surprised that you didn't see him while you were there.
I heard. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard he burned all existing copies of A Song of Ice and Fire and started writing manuscripts about his love for pizza and became a pizza novelist.
Well, okay, that was the first...
Can you confirm or deny this?
That was the first part.
Okay.
Did you get to the part about Tarzan?
Enlighten me.
He decided that he just hated writing so much that he took his fortune that he made off the show, and he decided that he wanted no one to be able to read Game of Thrones anymore. So he burned all the books, and then he burned all of his clothes, and he became Tarzan, and he began swinging from vines in every single jungle around the world.
Wait. Was that him? Was that the man I encountered? He was feral. He was wild.
Did he still have his glasses on?
No, but he had that critic hat. You know, that like that.
Oh
that
yeah,
black
the bonnet.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't believe that was him. He trained me to use my Conquerors hockey to help beat and then I conveniently don't remember it until it's time to beat Doflamingo and Dressrosa 200 chapters later.
Yeah, well, that's... I guess you didn't realize you should have gotten an autograph. Although I don't think he would have, signed anything.
He was pretty feral. I feel like if I would have asked for an autograph, he would have bitten off my dick.
Oh yeah, that was a... I totally forgot about that. That was a thing. That might have influenced why he doesn't go to jungles in what's it called, Thailand. Anyway, thank you for listening. This has been a podcast about RWBY. I hope you enjoy.
I guess it's time for me to go catch up and watch all. They. If I'm correct, what I've managed to gather is they've increased the schedule. So now I have about 726 episodes of RWBY to catch up on.
Yeah, I mean, Volume 7's not that bad, but Volume 8...
I heard Volume 72 was pretty good.
Volume 72? You mean in the manga? I mean, you should probably read that, too.
No, I'm talking about Volume 72 of the show.
Oh, yeah. They...
Wasn't good?
It was a weird... they'll higher once you get past 50, those are not really canon anymore. It was a side series. They outsourced it, so they're no longer made by Rooster Teeth, and they don't really look like RWBY, and they're sort of limited animation. I don't know if I'd even recommend them.
What do they look like?
You should go watch them for yourself. They're part live action and part PowerPoint. Some of them are presented.
Wait, I'm googling it right now. Wait, you're gonna tell me they replaced all the background characters with clip art?
It was a cost cutting measure, and I think they were just trying to recoup the costs of Volume 25.
Wait, what's going on?
What?
Wait. Am I dreaming? Okay, I think I can wake up. Oh. Fuck. Sorry. I fell asleep in the middle of recording. Where were we?